Inside Racing is brought to you by Dunlop.
Legends in the Volkswagen Scirocco R-Car. This year at the Lausitzring, Max Neukirchner, Aleix Espargaro, Dirk Raudis and Ralf Waldmann, motorbike racers. And at the Norisring, Biela, Lammers, Nielsen and Marc Duez, Le Mans champions, all with a common passion, motorsport. The car is part of me and the left front wheel is my left leg, the other my right leg and so on. The car becomes part of your body. Whether you're taking part here in the Scirocco Cup or driving around for 20 minutes indoors with a hired go-kart, as soon as the visor comes down, the racing driver is back and it's just great fun.
The
wonderful thing about riding bikes is the determination always to be the best, and you do really battle too. Even when you're not on the track, you always want to be the fittest, and that's what drives you on inside. You're determined to show everyone that you're the best. Motorbike riding is simply unique. It's like the way a cowboy rides out in the evening on his horse. You can compare it to that. At the Lausitzring, Ralf Waldmann is the fastest of the legends in 10th, despite some minor misunderstandings. I think I pressed push to pass 9 times going through the corners. It certainly gave me quite a shock. In the end, I had nothing left. Aleix also said that he couldn't understand why I kept using it in the corners. I evidently kept knocking the button as I turned the wheel, but despite that, it all went well and I was even pretty quick. Waldmann finishing just ahead of Aleix Espargaro. The switch from 2 to 4 wheels, no problem for the motorbike legends in the main. One detail, however, did catch one of them out. I was caught napping at the start. I was looking everywhere for the red light and couldn't see it. Then suddenly everyone drove off and I thought I'd better hit the gas too. I was really caught sleeping. It could have been much better. Then I had to reel the field in from the back. Up front, it's all happening. The 3 top drivers, Lloyd, Mobley and Lisowski, pushing it to the limit. And from mid-race on, the lead changes almost every lap, depending on when each driver uses his push to pass. After temporarily losing the lead, Daniel Lloyd is ultimately the best. In the black Scirocco, he takes the lead 2 laps from the end and thus secures his first win in the Scirocco R-Cup.
I'm over the moon, I'm so happy. It's been a tough season. It started off great at Hockenheim, had a really tough one at the Red Bull Ring, and it just feels so good to have a win here. It's absolutely amazing, really good.
2 weeks later at the Norisring, another premiere. This time, Ole Nielsen is the happy man winning from pole.
It's just an incredible feeling. Perfect race, pole position in the qualifying, and managed to stay in front all the way through, despite I had some, Stefano and Mateusz was chasing me, but just a perfect race.
Just before the end, the duel of the race, Lisowski versus Proetto. The former in silver with a surprise attack, but Proetto's counter gives him second place.
Lisowski
had applied his push to pass on the back straight, so I saw he'd used it and all I had to do was shut the door. But then I braked too late and nearly went into Nielsen, into his car, but yeah, it all ended up well. And in the case of the legends, Biela ahead of Lammers in 9th and 10th. Nielsen in 7th, the fastest of the Le Mans champions. It's always nice, of course, to beat your old rivals. Indeed, that's why I'm here. But I'm also here to have fun, and I've had both. An emotional roller coaster. Ultimately, a Nielsen and a Nielsen end up on top, and yet somehow also on the deck.
Inside Racing was brought to you by Dunlop.